Bonsoir, hello, and good morning, Afghanistan. I hate to bring up Afghanistan once more. This is the island I'm going to work, of course. The only time I really get a chance to make a video, well, I made a couple at home, but they didn't make the muster, and I got to tell you, my standards are pretty low, so you know how that must be. This is a little history lesson here. A lot of people, I say things, and I don't even know if anybody watches these videos. I just got to put it out there. I feel that there's something that's got to be said. And this is a history lesson real quick about, and it's going to include Afghanistan. Now, there was an attack on an Afghanistan military base on September 14th. Probably a lot of people don't even know this. Some Americans were killed, and the insurgents blew up at 6 or 8 of these Harrier airplanes, the really sophisticated bastards that cost a ton of money. They blew them up. They knew what their targets were going to be, and they snuck in. They killed a bunch of people, and they blew up the airplanes, and they caused more damage that they're not even telling us about. But I mean, the damage was in the hundreds of millions, $100 million. These few insurgents caused. And when this attack first happened, what they did is they claimed that it was just a fluke. They were standing outside the gate, found some weapons, and busted in. And it was just a fluke. And it was because they were mad about the movie or something. But no, it wasn't. They came up with some Taliban training films now that have been on CNN for about 2 seconds. You can probably Google them. They're Taliban training films where they were training just specifically to get into that base. You know, the Taliban released this. And they had been training for months. It was a coordinated attack to attack this base, and basically they pulled it off. I don't know if they even killed the Taliban people. They haven't said yet. It seems they basically pulled it off. Now, I'm thinking, well, what if these guys they send 20 people in, that each one had one component for a major bomb. And once they got in, they assemble it and then blow it up. I mean, these people aren't above, you know, suiciding themselves in order to blow up some Americans or cause some major damage. And that's been proven time and time again. Even women. 22-year-old woman blew herself up the other day in order to kill some Iraqis and some Americans or whatever she was trying to kill up there. And but anyway, history lesson. No one probably remembers the Tet Offensive. It was a Vietnam offensive that the North Vietnamese had coordinated these attacks. This was in the end of the Vietnam War, just about after we pulled out and just left everything, like we're going to do again here in Afghanistan. And it was a coordinated attack right at the end of basically the end of the war. We had defeated the Vietnamese in every major battle. We had annihilated their armies. We had bombed that country back to the Stone Age. There was no forest left. We had bombed everything. We had dropped billions and billions and billions of dollars worth of bombs, these huge fucking bombs on Vietnam, and just fucked them over big time. Yet, at the Tet Offensive, the Tet holidays, that's a Buddhist holiday or something, one of the religious holidays, when the Americans were complacent, they figured they had, done all this stuff. They were spending tons of money over there, and they had defeated the armies, and they attacked all these bases at once, and caused a lot of American casualties. And the Americans were able to repel these attacks, and basically they didn't lose any battles, but won the battle for the minds of the people. They lost the battle for the hearts and the minds of the people. And then we just pulled out. Everybody knows what happened after that, right? We pulled out, the communists took over. It was a slaughter. They slaughtered those people that stayed loyal to us for our money and stuff. We were buying them off. They stayed loyal to us, and they got their heads chopped off. I'm thinking that the Afghanistans won't be so loyal to the Americans, and it's already been proven all over the Middle East. And even for all of our money, all the money in the world, I don't think they'll do it. And I just wanted to compare the two. Me going to work, non-consumer. Man, I bought too much stuff last week. I bought a pair of boots. I bought a pair of fucking boots. Now I'm so broke, I gotta get money back in my bank account to cover bills. Holy shit. That's life in America. It's wonderful. Back out.